Xi Jinping has become the most powerful leader in China in decades after being given a third term as leader of the Communist Party.
Beijing is rolling out its biggest show of military might in years. Xi Jinping's guest list is turning heads.
China is gearing up for Victory Day. Military bands, staff, and soldiers of Chinese People's Liberation Army are undergoing intensive training ahead of a grand military parade.
In the last video where we talked about China's upcoming military parade, we looked at the big guns, the hypersonic missiles, stealth drones, robotic machines, and even energy weapons. Thing is, it was more than a military parade. It was a message, a clear sign that something big was changing in how wars will be fought. If you haven't checked that video yet, we highly encourage you to watch it because in today's video, we will go deeper into China's most anticipated arsenal showcase. Today we'll go past the shiny metal and the powerful engines, and we'll discuss what really makes these machines dangerous. Because these are not just weapons anymore, they are all connected. Think of it like a giant web, a network where missiles, sensors, AI, and drones work together like one single mind. A system so fast, so smart, that it can make decisions before a human even reacts. This is called a kill web, and it changes everything. It's not just one jet fighting another or one missile against a ship. It's an entire system fighting as one. Satellites in space talking to ships in the ocean. Drones sharing data with fighter jets. AI predicting the enemy's move before they make it. It's like the battlefield has its own brain. And this is where Race to Space comes in, the channel that explains what's really happening in the race for military power. Because this is more than shiny tech. This is the future of war. A war where the side that thinks faster wins, not in minutes, not in seconds, but in milliseconds. Sounds like science fiction, right? But it's already here. China is building it right now. Every missile you saw at that parade, every stealth drone, every robotic pack, they are all part of this bigger system. A system designed to make sure China can hit faster, respond faster, and win before the enemy even knows what's happening. The old rules of war, they're gone. Speed is no longer an advantage, it's survival. And in this new game, whoever controls the web, controls the war. So stay with us. Because today we break down China's kill web, what it is, how it works, and why it has the Pentagon worried like never before. Remember those hypersonics we talked about? YJ-20, YJ-17, YJ-15, YJ-19. Forget them for a second, because here's the showstopper. YJ-21, a Mach 6 cruise speed, Mach 10 terminal dive, range 1,500 kilometers. And it doesn't crawl out of silos. It launches from Type 055 destroyers or H-6 bombers. Translation? China just extended the carrier kill zone across half the Pacific. And that's not all. Behind those missiles, DF-41 ICBMs rolling heavy, alongside DF-100 supersonic cruise missiles. Strategic firepower and theater strike, now braided together. This isn't just anti-carrier, this is global precision reach. Hypersonics without eyes, blind bullets. And Beijing knows it. That's why the real flex wasn't the missiles, it was the mesh. Carrier decks flashed the KJ-600, China's missing puzzle piece for fleet-wide air control. On the ground, ZTZ-201 tanks wired with AI-driven sensor suites, battlefield management systems, and neural net targeting. And above it all, command grids, satellite constellations, electronic warfare platforms jamming the spectrum before the first shot. Weapons without the net? Bricks, the net without weapons? Noise, China's building both and stitching them into one fabric. Autonomous subs were the appetizer. The main course? Surface drone warships, like the JARIUSV, a mini destroyer with a brain, modular, networked, capable of anti-air, anti-sub, anti-ship, all in swarms. Beneath the waves, UUV packs, small, cheap, disposable. Torpedo tubes spitting Poseidon-like hunters. They don't need to sink carriers, they just need to blind them, stall them, trap them. The ocean? Now a living minefield that moves. Robot dogs on land were cute. This isn't. Mock-ups of loyal wingman UCAVS, AI jets flying wingtip to wingtip with J-20S, semi-autonomous, networked, ready for alpha strikes without risking a single pilot. Then there's the MD-22 hypersonic UAV, a Mach 7 near-space dart, lofted from H-6 bombers. Part recon drone, part hypersonic testbed, part nightmare for missile defenses. And for the eye in the sky, the WZ-8 recon drone, Mach 3, 100,000 feet high, slicing through the stratosphere. Ideal for hunting carriers or feeding targeting data into hypersonic strike chains. These aren't concepts on CAD screens. They rolled past Tiananmen. Now here's the doctrine shift. China's not just buying weapons, it's building connectivity. Imagine this. Drones swarm first, soaking up radar fire. KJ-600 pushes data to airborne and surface grids. Hypersonics queue off satellites. USVS close choke points. UUVs harass subs. Directed energy weapons guard the rear. AI pulls the strings, faster than any human kill chain can. It's not a stack of weapons. It's a combat loom, threads of steel, code, and electrons woven into a fabric of war. Skeptics say it's a parade, not a war game. But the hardware? Real. The doctrine? Published. And the systems? Tested, if not in combat, then in drills we never see. The bigger question isn't if these work flawlessly, it's this. How much failure can they afford before it still overwhelms you? Because even if 30% breaks, 70% is still enough to crack the shield of any carrier group in its path. Now keep in mind that this wasn't just for the Pentagon. It was for Taipei, for Tokyo, for Canberra, for every policymaker betting on a US tech edge. China isn't asking for parity anymore. It's broadcasting inevitability. Not someday, not soon now. In our previous China's Military Parade 2025 video, we showed you the weapons, the hypersonics, the stealth jets, the drones. Today we have revealed the weave, the hidden network that ties them all together. This is more than just technology upgrades. It's a kill web where speed, AI, and autonomy break the old rules of war. A system where milliseconds decide life and death. And that brings us to the real question. How does the US respond? Does it try to match China weapon for weapon? Or does it tear up its old playbook and write a new one from scratch? Because here's the truth. When this web is fully built, it won't ask for permission. It will act. Fast, silent, precise. Beijing understands this. That's why they're investing in this system right now. Every drone, every missile, every sensor, they're all pieces of a giant puzzle. And when the puzzle is complete, it won't just fight wars, it will control them. So what do you think? Can the US catch up? Or are we entering an age where China's kill web becomes the ultimate advantage? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead in understanding this new era of warfare, make sure you subscribe to Race to Space, the channel that takes you beyond the headlines and into the future of military power. Because the race isn't just on Earth anymore. It's in the skies, in space, and in the networks that will decide the wars of tomorrow. This is Race to Space, and we'll see you in the next one.